And so the men and women who let me use the word man, who man film issues in the United States of America as far as Cameroon is concerned, have been meeting and trying to sort out ways of how they can improve on their art and, of course, better administer this art as far as the Cameroon film industry is concerned. We shall be talking to Akim Macauley, who is the diaspora representative of CFI USA. Of course, Akim facilitated a meeting which was held last Sunday. He now comes on board to tell us what happened at this meeting, what was discussed, and where they look forward to going after Sunday's meeting. Akim Macauley is a film director par excellence. He is also one of the most respected Cameroonians as far as promotion of that country's culture is concerned. Akim doubles as the president of the Cameroon Academy Awards, whose first edition held last November in Cameroon. Akim Macauley, welcome to African Cocktail.
Well, thank you, Ernest. Thank you very much. African Cocktail, good morning, or good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Akim, and we are glad to have you on the air this day. So, Akim, I understand CFI USA had its fourth, if not fifth, come together this past Sunday in Maryland, and we're told that the theme of the meeting was defining our goals. So, were these goals defined?
Yeah, actually, the theme was getting to know new members, also, having a general assembly that people will be able to voice out their opinion as concerned the past 5 meetings that we had. And also to define our goals, because we realize that we've been having a lot of meetings, and we have not gotten enough members to really, boost our CFI in the diaspora. So we wanted to know why actually we're not having a lot of people registering. So, we got some suggestion, and we also have to go to the drawing board to redefine what is CFI, because the best of my knowledge, I realized that the people in the diaspora really have a limited understanding what CFI is all about, and that was one of the major problems to this confusion. Low registration rate.
And so you must have come out with some decisions. What are some of these decisions, and when do you intend to start implementing them?
Well, the first decision I looked upon was that the executive and all the members need to have the constitution of the CFI back home. They have to go back to the drawing board to align their thought to the thought of the operation of CFI and what CFI entails. And, read through the Constitution so we can now develop our own bylaws based on the Constitution of the original, of our mother CFI back home. If not, we'll be creating another association which is not in line with the original association CFI. And we also realize that we have a two-system problem. We actually have a problem of who is the president of CFI and who is this. So we actually come to a resolution that we will allow the president of the we should allow the president of the Filmmakers Guild USA to coordinate the activities of the president of the Actors Guild USA to coordinate the activities of the actors and then report to CFI. Or we have just one meeting for CFI. And also the president of the Filmmakers Guild to coordinate activities with the filmmakers. Then we'll unanimously have a meeting, which will be a CFI meeting, and we can now manage it easily, because sometimes people are confused, who is the president of CFI, who is the president, what are the job description, and we came to realize that the job description were not actually punctuated. So we have to really define the job description so that they can lead accordingly.
Now, let me come back to this problem of registration, Akim. When I spoke with Takuzi Emmanuel some time ago on the show, he said they had just like 20 members at the time we were speaking. Has the situation changed? Do you have more registered members as we speak?
If I have to be honest to you, it has not changed because of the problems that we were facing. Like I said, many members did not know what CFI is all about. So actually, you live in America, believe me, you're not going to sign a contract without actually knowing what the contract entails. So we have asked members to go now and read the Constitution of CFI and know what CFI has for them and what they're expecting from CFI and what CFI is also expecting from them, then they'll be able to sign. I think when I spoke with a lot of members, they say they don't actually understand what CFI is all about. That's the reason it's difficult for them to at least, register as member. For the previous meeting, we kind of clarified certain things to them, and we promised that the executive or a special team will put together the current executive, the current caretaker committee will go to the Constitution and look at the things that are necessary the things that are in the CFI main Constitution and create some things that will be beneficial to the members in the diaspora. When they do that, they'll put a Constitution together that will be presented to the General Assembly, and of course, people will see a reason why they should register to be member of CFI or not.
Okay, that's beautiful. Akim, at least in terms of movie production, one can say that 2014 has really been quite positive for CFI USA so far. But we would love to know if producers have really been working together to share ideas and skills. What is the situation out there now?
Right now, I think the producers, directors, and filmmakers, actors in diaspora are still they're not really united already. But with some of the things that we discussed yesterday and on last Sunday on CFI meeting, is to bring teachers to come in and educate our people more about the structure of filmmaking and how people can work in unity. Because, you see, diaspora is where everybody can make money. And, of course, when people do make their money, they want to invest in movies. They don't care. They're excited to do movies. But they don't look at the fundamentals. They don't even do their research to know exactly how to work and who to work with and who not to work with. How does it function? How do you create a movie to become a CFI movie? Or do you just go out there, shoot a movie with Nigeria, and all of a sudden you are a CFI? So we're trying to, lay a foundation that Cameroonians, can come together as producers, co-produce, use their own producers to produce movies, use their own talent, to act movies or to direct movies or to do and use their own talent in the crew level and the technical level and also the talent level. So we're doing everything to try to put Cameroonians under one canopy, CFI.
Right.
We are really, really divided. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe it's because of the diaspora and because people can just, make money and want to shoot movie. But still, the fundamental is we should have a system of education to help educate our personnel, to help educate our investor, to also define what is the difference between an executive producer, a producer, a director, an actor, a DOP. There's just a lot, because those are the things that make our industry divided. If you don't know who you are, and somebody will no. People taking different credit. For example, I can produce a movie, and I don't know the difference between producing a movie and a production house. I don't know the difference between producing a movie, a production house, and an executive producer. So all those things really help to bring tension in the industry because people don't know where they belong. So one of the goals that we are trying to implement in CFI is to bring technicians, to bring filmmakers, stakeholders, to come and educate our dear people that are interested to join the industry, to know exactly what they are getting into, so that they don't get into it and start having difficulty understanding. You know, it's also good for them because they will know exactly what they're getting into. Of course, we will have a lot of people to come in, you know, produce movie, executive produce movie, you know, so far as they know exactly what they are doing and how they are doing and how their credit will be given to them.
Right. Now, Akim Macauley, I'm not trying to add salt into a wound which I think is not quite big because you guys are doing really, really great. But some observers say that they see more Cameroonian film family members at movie premieres than at CFI meetings where salient issues are expected to be discussed. And they also say this is a big problem. So, has this been the observation of the organization as well? And if that is the case, what are you doing about this?
I think it's a problem of thought processing, because some of us, when we came into the industry, we copied from our ancestors, we copied from those that have done it before, and we try to take some of those things and, you know, build our own industry with that. Looking at premieres, like you say, it is difficult to see it's difficult to see filmmakers in premiere rather than family members, as you say. And I have come to the understanding that we are not united. The reason is because, for example, Akim Macauley is directing a movie. If A or B is not in that movie, then A or B is not going to come to the premiere. If A is producing a movie, says Matthew Atugo is producing a movie, if Akim Macauley is not directing the movie, perhaps he will not come to the premiere. And some will say, okay, I will not advertise your movie because when you were doing your movie, you didn't include me in it. So I have a simple question. We cannot use everybody in a given movie because each and every movie has the character definition and character limitation. So we cannot accommodate everybody. I have talked repeatedly and begged my people, let's support premieres. Let's support premieres. Then I have my own personal opinion, which maybe is not well accepted, but I look at it that when you talk about movie premiere, it is where celebrities hang out. You get the point? It's where celebrity, and if you go to movie premiere, you don't see celebrities, then it's not actually a movie premiere again, because a movie premiere is where you have to meet different celebrities, different producers, different stakeholders, and you share opinion, you exchange ideas. I personally, it's my opinion, people may not buy it. I think when you have a premiere, it is a courtesy to invite filmmakers, whether they are paying the ticket or not, or you invite them, because it is those filmmakers that give the premiere the atmosphere of a premiere. Now, if they can support you, it should be just like in Hollywood. There are people that go, like when we have like BET Award, it's not everybody that goes to BET that, you know, buy a BET ticket. You get the point? I mean, there are some artists, like A-list artists, that you know that when they come to that premiere, they make the atmosphere look different. Just like in movie, for example, we did a Sona Award in Cameroon. I'm not going to say I will give it to come and buy ticket to enter in my premiere. I mean, on the award. Are you getting the point?
I'm getting the point, Akim.
If I restrict, I will give it. Say no, he need to pay to get to my award. So it means that if he feels as not paying, it's not going to come. Who's going to lose? Am I going to lose or he going to lose? I'm the one that's supposed to lose because Agogibet is a name. It's a household name in Cameroon. Just like any other big actors, big production company, I'm not going to tell them to come and pay because they were not nominated or not.
Right.
So it is an industry. We are working for the industry. Those that are coming to pay are those that are supporting organizing the industry, those that are paying to see what we agree in the industry. But as a courtesy and respect to a member, to a producer, to a director, to somebody in the industry, invite them, give them invitation, because we're supposed to do what we call private screening. When you have a movie, you invite filmmakers to come and do private screening. Hey, people, come, let's do private screening. I have a private screening of my movie. People come and see and tell us what you think about. Don't do that in our society. So if you're organizing a premiere, bring filmmakers. Don't think about paying or whether you pay the hall for $2,000 or $20,000. All you got to do is say, invite filmmakers. Sell your ticket to other people, but invite filmmakers, because it's a film-making event.
Okay, the message has definitely gone through. Akim, thank you so much. But before you go away, Akim, we are receiving Winstina Taylor, who says she is one of your students. Let me put it that way, because she says that you actually met him. Could you just say one thing about Winstina before you leave us?
Winstina is a very powerful woman. She's a fighter. She even beat me on set one time. Did she tell you that? Did she tell you that?
Yes.
It's one of the person that has made us in the USA so proud, and she's a very brilliant actress. She's coming up, and I think Hollywood will be her next destination.
Hollywood will be her next destination. Akim Macauley, thank you so much. We hope to have you again when it's necessary. Thank you so much, Akim.
Thank you, and God bless you. Ernest, Kanjo, keep doing what you know how to do best.
Okay, his name is Akim Macauley, and he's been talking some film administration there, which is really important. It's also very necessary for the industry to move along with some discipline. It's not just about good acting, good directing, good editing, and what have you. We need discipline, and of course, discipline. This is African Cocktail, our